Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about the Bachelorette, the finale.
Yes, we finally made it to the end. Now, before we continue on with the show, you probably think I'm going to tell you to subscribe. Not yet. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to thank each and every one of you that tuned in with us throughout this season and watched the Bachelorette with us. Actually, the Bachelorette is actually the first show that we reviewed on this channel.
Yeah.
It's a show that me and Blair have never seen the whole series or even The Bachelor. Mm-hmm. And thank you for joining us on this ride, bumpy or not, you know. But thank you for joining us on this ride. Thank you, Blair, for taking notes and, you know, starting this channel. And one thing we need, now I'm about to ask y'all, subscribe to the channel. We need 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are currently at 30. We are behind. But I have faith in y'all.
Yes.
Subscribe, like, comment, share. Don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Share it. Mm-hmm. All right?
All right.
Now let's give y'all the finale that we all deserve.
Yes.
Go ahead, Blair.
So first we start off, it was a lot of rehashing about how they felt about the experience, how Charity felt about Joey, Dalton, and Aaron, who popped himself up here. And
hello, Aaron.
So it was a lot of discussing that. Charity is a bit nervous about having all of the guys come together. She's saying, well, they don't know that Xavier's not here. They don't know Aaron's here. That might be a thing. So we get all the guys together, and they are surprised that it's Aaron, specifically Joey. He looks over a couple times.
And the funny thing about that is, this is at the rose giving ceremony, right?
Right.
Before that, Aaron is on the beach, and they having like this kind of like this date, but kind of not a date. Yeah. It's kind of weird. And in this moment, like, you know, she admits that it was hard eliminating him, and how she had feelings for him as well, and she actually gave her decision to let him stay. Yeah. And then they started kissing. That was kind of weird to me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? They started kissing, and then she walked away, and then he chased her down, and he was like, one more kiss. I was like, all right, Aaron, get it in while you can. But yeah, go ahead.
Right. So at this rose ceremony, Joey gets the first rose. Wow. And Charity, she asked Aaron to come for a one-on-one for a little discussion. Wow. Just leaving Dalton out there hanging to wonder what's going on.
Did you notice the minute Joey got that first rose, you can feel like the anxiety and the anger in Aaron? Like Aaron's eyes immediately started welling up.
Yeah, because he was for sure thinking he would be chosen first.
I mean, I flew all y'all out here for love. Yeah. So she takes him and she walks him to a secluded area. Go ahead. And
Charity expresses to him that she's grateful that he came.
Wow.
That him coming there for that week did give her more clarity.
Wow.
And she's happy she got to know him, but it's just the connection's just not there, and it's not going to get there compared to what she has with the other guys still.
So Aaron lost twice.
Yes. Aaron's gone.
Aaron, if I was you, I would take that coin that I had in the first couple episodes and just flip it against her head. Okay?
Against her forehead?
Yes. Because, listen here. You know, Aaron was my pick to win the whole thing. And I'm not just saying that because he's my guy. Yeah. Right? I'm not trying to have bragging rights against Blair. Nobody's doing that. But to fly out.
After a 12-hour flight, too.
After you've been eliminated. This is Fiji, right?
Yeah.
You would think that. Actually, I take it back. Common sense should have told you if she eliminated you once, she gonna eliminate you again.
Yeah.
And I don't know what made him think that it was a mistake or that it was like, you sure? You want to eliminate me? And she's like, yeah.
Times 2.
And now you're crying twice.
All right.
Now you're crying twice. And this time, if you notice, it was actually easier for her to eliminate Aaron this time compared to the first time that she eliminated. You kind of could tell, like, it kind of weighed on her a little bit. Yeah. But she already been through and down this road. And she was like, you are a nice guy. Yeah. I just want to let you know that it's not you, it's me. I need you to go home. Again. And during this time, like you said, Joey and Dalton don't know what's going on. They just standing there sweating. I know it's hot. They're like, you see the sweat on their head?
Yeah, it looks really hot.
They were sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aaron, he says that, look, he's always going to be in her corner.
Yeah.
And she says, me too, which
I don't understand
you're
what
just
that
saying
means.
stuff.
Yeah, sure.
But he goes on. She walks him to the car, and that's the end of Aaron. When she's walking back, Joey's like, oh, I don't think he's coming back. So Dotson gets the second rose. And we have our final two, Dotson and Joey. Next, so apparently, I don't know if they do this all the time, but it felt like it was like a reunion / finale. I guess it was like a live finale all at the same time.
It was a live finale, yes.
Yeah, so we saw playing back what happened in Fiji while we were in the studio with Jesse, with the contestants, and with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, Aaron watching himself get eliminated twice.
Right. So Aaron, he's the first to sit and talk to Jesse. And at first they talking about how was it flying out there for the relationship. And Aaron said, look, it was a 12-hour flight.
Yeah.
That gave me a lot of time to think and to worry. But I was happy I put myself out there in this type of situation. You just have to do it and try.
No, don't do that. Don't. Listen, she eliminated you, man. You lost already. So you should have already known that the time and the 12 hours that took you to fly and get to the airport and find her and stalk her down to the hotel.
Stalk her down.
He went to the front desk and was like, Lawson.
Exactly. They were like, we can't give you that,
sir. No, Lawson's room. Please give me Charity's room. They're like, okay, don't worry about it. All this time, that is time that she's using to build stronger connections with the guys that she kept there.
Yeah.
Dude, you get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have took that risk, even though that's the guy that I chose that I wanted to win, but I wouldn't have took that risk, you know? And now he's in studio, his skin looking healthy. He looked like he ain't crying no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now listen here. I want to get this out the way now. This was a 3-hour finale.
No, so long.
They did not care about y'all having to work the next day at all. They kept giving y'all these cliffhangers for like these things, talking about we got this coming up next, and it turned out to be 3 hours. I enjoyed it, but I had to work the next day.
Yeah.
Okay? But Aaron's in the studio with Jesse, and, you know, he's looking good. He's looking like he's over it a little bit and things like that. But what is the news that came out that we learned all together?
Aaron is going to be on Bachelor in Paradise.
Yes.
So the Paradise show. So good job, Aaron. You have another chance at love.
Yes. We will not be reviewing that show. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Yes.
All right. Next, we go back to finale time in Fiji. And Charity, her family is there. It's her mom, her dad, and her sister Mia.
She looked just like her mama.
Are there to meet her prospects of the two guys. So Charity expresses that her mom's opinion means everything to her. And she explains that Joey and Dotson are the last two guys. And mom tells us as the audience that, look, Charity has an issue with being decisive. She needs to make her own decisions, and I hope she can do that. She's saying she's in love with two men. She needs to make a decision.
Mama should have kept family business with family. She told us that on camera. Well, this is the wrong show and wrong position for you to be in, Charity, to be indecisive.
Right.
But go ahead.
Right. And the first guy to meet the family is Joey.
What's up, Joey?
And Charity expresses to her family that Joey completely swept her off her feet. Joey saying that she's the reason why he felt comfortable in the situation, that she brought that out of him. Okay. Joey sits down with her sister, and Mia asks, you know, what do you and Charity have in common? Yeah. And he says family immediately. That's what we connected on.
Good answer.
And it's very important to me. Clearly, it's important to her. And then she asks, well, any questions for me? And he brings up the fact of it being an interracial relationship, and how does she and the family feel about that?
Listen here.
If that's something that he needs to address.
I'm a white guy. That's my question. I see everybody here is black. I'm a white guy. How you feel?
Yeah. And Mia was saying, look, it's not an issue for us. We're fine. It's not a problem. I definitely do think that it wouldn't have been in his head to say that if Charity hadn't brought it up at one of their dates earlier, but you know, before she met his family. And she brought up the fact that, look, it's an interracial relationship. I don't know how your family will feel. So I don't necessarily even know if that was really a concern of his. Okay. More so of this is something that I should probably bring up, since it could be an issue. I don't know. Charity brought it up. Are y'all good? So
I think I wholeheartedly I disagree with that.
Okay.
Because you're in a room full of all black people, and you're dating a black person, and you're a white guy.
Yeah.
For it not to be on your mind, I think it was on his mind. It's just I think Charity may have given him the courage to like bring it up first or before they bring it up.
Yeah, or giving him the words of how to ask about it.
Because like it's just too obvious. Yeah. Like you are a white guy in a room full of black people. And I think it was fair for them to ask how do you feel about that? Like, what are your thoughts about that? And like you said, the sister's name is Mia. Yeah, I don't agree with her answer. I think her answer was too cookie cutter.
Okay.
And things of that nature. She said, "Love is love," basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, no, give me something more in depth.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like make it more personable to the family. Make it more personable to you as a sister, because this is potentially your brother-in-law.
True.
And not just say, oh, race doesn't matter to us. We don't see color. That's basically what she sounded like to me. And I'm like, that's not really fair, even to Joey, to say like, oh, don't worry about it. Because truth be told, if you're walking down the street, you may get some heads to turn at you from both sides. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's good to see the family, but yeah, I think it's good you brought it up.
Right. Next, Charity gets some time to talk to her sister.
Yeah.
And she expresses that she feels like she can be herself around Joey.
Okay.
And, so that's pretty much what she feels. She's very comfortable with Joey.
Okay.
Next, Mom and Joey get to meet. And Joey is expressing that his feelings are real for her and he loves Charity. And that he really does feel like she's fully opened up. Mom had some questions about that. But he said, I have nothing to say about that. It's real and it's going good. And the values that they share is that family is first for both of them. And Mom's consensus, but she feels like Joey was genuine. They had a hug at the end. It seemed like they had a really good connection.
Yeah. Joey is playing it safe, in my opinion. I understand that she really likes Joey, and I think that's the only thing.
Yeah.
I really don't see the connection outside of she just really likes him. Family, okay, cool. When I guess it must be like family, because most of the time in Joey family, the uncle was taking the lead, and in Charity family, the dad ain't doing nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not too sure about Joey's family dynamics. Yeah, even though family's important to him, it's just kind of like, y'all's dynamics was a little bit weird.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I don't even understand what y'all mean by family. Yeah. We should connect with family. Because the father was basically taking the back seat, and he basically just talking about, like, yeah, sports. I like sports.
Right.
The draft coming up. I need players for my team.
Yeah.
And so the father didn't really say much on Charity's side of the family. Joey's father didn't say nothing much on his side of the family. I think Joey's named after the uncle. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like.
But see, I still have in the back of my head what Joey's uncle was saying about maybe him kind of being like a chameleon in situations. So that's maybe why it's kind of driving some of my thought processes on him about the interracial comment, and also him talking about how family means everything, but he lives in Hawaii, and it didn't seem like he had seen his family in a long time when he went to visit them. They were like, we're just happy to see Joey.
We're like, the house was different last time I was here 20 years ago.
But I mean, it's kind of hard to only go off that, but for some reason, I really believed his uncle. So
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why would somebody just volunteer that information? Especially when this is you have more reason to lie to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm meeting you for the first time. I'm never going to see you again. You know what I mean? So it's easy for him to just be like, oh, yeah, Joey cool. But, like, to be like, you haven't seen the real Joey. I'm like, whoa, get off me, first of all. Okay. Yeah, like, the answers that Joey was giving was answers that you give when you first meet the parents.
Which it is.
Which is basically like, oh, what do you love about Charity? I love how I love how sensitive she is. I love how nice she is. We both have the same standards and morals. We love family. You know what I mean? It's easy to say that to a group of family members in front of you, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So, like, you're just playing it safe.
Yeah. So After everything, Mom says that she feels like Joey would fit in really good with the family. The sister said, I could even see him as my brother-in-law. And then Joey and Charity get a second to chat, and they're both agreeing that they're in a good place. And her family really did provide her the confirmation she needed about her feelings about Joey.
Listen here, the Lawson family, y'all disappointed me right here. Because I don't know if y'all remember, we just got back from vacation. So I'm going to remind y'all of what I said. If Joey wins... and this propaganda is allowed on ABC, we will not cover the Bachelor, the Bachelorette, Golden Paradise, whatever the things are called. You get what I'm saying? What do you mean you can see him as your brother-in-law? You just met him. You just met him.
Yeah.
You literally just met him. That's what I mean when I say, like, when the show do a good job of, like, making me believe what I see, then all of a sudden a line like, oh, I can see him as my brother-in-law. I'm like, why is that line even needed? The line that I believe that the sister said was, you are glowing when you're with Joey.
Yeah.
She said, you glow. You ain't got to take it too far and say, I see him in the family. You don't know the guy. Especially compared to the interactions y'all had with Dalton.
Well, let's get into it.
I'm about to say, like, what do you mean you see him, but like the reaction you had with Dalton? Please inform us, Blair.
Yeah. So, Dalton, of course, is next to meet the family.
Yeah.
Charity hopes that the family will help her give her clarity on Dalton as well.
Yeah.
And Dalton, when sitting down and being introduced to the family, Charity is really giggly and full of energy, and just didn't seem as calm with Joey. She still was excited about Joey, but I'm not trying to compare, but we'll give Dalton his just due.
Yeah.
Dalton expresses that he sacrificed a lot to be there with work stuff, leaving opportunities on the table.
Okay.
And just the more and more he's been in the process, the more he feels like everything is telling him to move forward.
Okay.
So the mom and Dawson have a one-on-one.
Right.
Mom asks, when did you feel the connection with Charity? And Dalton said he knew he loved her for the past couple of weeks.
Nice.
She's someone that he feels like he can learn from.
Nice.
He wants family the same way that she does.
Nice.
And Charity is really seeming like the person for him. Dalton seems like a guy that she'd normally go for, is what the mom is saying. But she doesn't say that in a good way.
How does she say it, Blair? Teach us.
She was saying that he comes across very familiar. And I didn't exactly know what she meant by that, but from what I could try to deduce is that maybe he was so familiar that they didn't feel like there was a level of respect, or he felt like he was already kind of in good, that maybe there wasn't a barrier of let me prove myself or show myself in a certain light. I don't know.
There's no way she thought that meeting Dalton for 5 minutes, because she only met Joey for 5 minutes and she could already see him in the family.
Yeah. But I'm reaching because I really don't know what she meant by he was too familiar.
You're not reaching, baby. You're touching.
Okay.
Right? There's no way she came to that conclusion with the same amount of time she had with one with the other.
Yeah.
What is this propaganda you're trying to feed me, ABC? What is this you're trying to feed me? So Joey, you can meet him. He gives these little cookie cutter answers. He gives real answers such as, "Hey, I really fell in love. I ain't falling her the first time I saw her. I fell in love a couple weeks ago. Once I got to know her. Once it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, however long we did the show.
Right.
And then there was actually some giving and receiving between us two. Not sexual, but just like we sharing our story, we sharing our history. I'm carrying around this Nigerian license with me,
right?
And I'm telling you my family, and you met my mother, and all these things of this nature. But Joey, you can see him in the family, and not me. What are you talking about, Mother Lawson? Help me, please.
Well, she continues.
Please.
So she says that Charity seemed to have a bit more of a pep in her step with Joey.
What?
And she tells Charity that she needs to go with her gut.
Charity said she don't feel nothing in her gut.
Yes.
She said, my gut is not there. The mother was like, yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And Charity, so he doesn't think he'll ever find a connection like he has with Charity.
That's what Dalton said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think he was sharing that. Yeah, that was when he was talking to the sister. And Dalton and her have a chemistry, is what the sister is explaining that she sees. But she feels like, you said, Joey makes her glow.
Yeah.
And the sister's explaining that to Charity that it seems like you have more PDA with Joey. There's more affection that I can see. And there's more laughing and joking with Dalton. Charity breaks down. I don't know why or how that made her break down. Maybe she wanted them to say positive things about Dalton too, which I felt like the sister did, but she just said, I just see a difference in the way you interacted.
Okay.
But it was too much for Charity. She felt overwhelmed by her sister's response. And now she's sad. And she still isn't clear on her decision. And so Charity, she says goodbye to Dalton. And then she goes back to speak to her family to have more of a discussion.
Yeah.
And the sister says Joey isn't afraid to address difficult issues, bringing up the interracial thing, I think.
Girl, stop.
But it seems like Dalton is intentional and willing to sacrifice.
Wait a minute. What do you mean difficult issues? Like the issues that Joey has to bring up is very different than the issues that Dalton has to bring up.
Right.
So don't make Joey like this brave guy for being white and liking a black woman. He's not brave because of that. You get what I'm saying? Like he loves who he loves. Love is love, right? Yeah. So let's not act, that's what she said.
Well, no, she didn't say that.
No, she did say
he's not afraid to address difficult issues.
I'm talking about what the sister said when she was talking to Joey.
Okay.
She said, love is love.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Yes.
So do not give Joey more points if love is love. If he addressed it as interracial issue, let's not make it seem like, oh, he definitely tackles the hard issues and things of that nature. It's like, no. If love is love, they love each other. Let's leave it at that. The same way as Dalton loved her. Let's leave it at that. Let's not give him more little cookie points because he's white and he loves a black woman. No, stop that.
Okay.
Stop that.
Next, we get to Mom, who Charity is really looking forward to give the insight and the answers. And Mom says that comparison wouldn't be fair.
It wouldn't
and she
be fair.
doesn't want to compare the guys. And she really wants Charity to make her own decision.
I like that. Let me tell you why I like that. Because she met Joey first. And like you said, the mother already told the family business to us that Charity is indecisive. So Charity, in this moment, I don't think it's only 2 left.
Yeah.
This is not a show, Blair, where you have to pick 10 out of 30 or you have to pick 7 out of 14. You have to just pick one guy.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually right that the mother withheld her opinion because it's you only got to pick one person.
And she really didn't spend as much time with Charity, with the guys that Charity has. So even if she did give her first impressions, Charity, you really know them a lot more than she could ever tell you. And
it's just weird of like how she was trying to get her mother to give an opinion. Tell us how that interaction between her mother and Charity went.
Well, Charity is asking, like, why won't you tell me? Do you think it'll be too much for me to handle? And Charity's mom says, it'll be too much for you to handle. And I don't want to sway your decision or push you in any way.
Facts.
And Charity continues to press her, and she continues to say, I don't want to do it. Then she calls her mom out for a 1-to-1. I was like, uh-oh. She called her out the room. Has herself a little temper tantrum and just saying, like, you're very outspoken. I need you to tell me you had more feedback about Joey. You're not really telling me anything about Dalton. And she's just saying, look, like, you need to make this decision. I'm not going to sway it. This is your thing. Trust your gut. And you know who you want to be with. And Charity's like, I really don't know, Mama. And Mama's like, you do. Okay. So make your decision.
Basically, Charity, grow up.
Yeah.
Put on your big girl pants and make a decision. It's just that plain and simple. I'm not on the show.
Yeah.
Don't call me outside my house to talk me down, talking about you usually give your opinion on everything. How can you won't give it this time? Because this is your decision.
Yeah.
And things of that nature. So like I think this revealed a lot about Charity in this scene right here. That like, hey, if you are in love with 2 people, in my eyes, like I do believe the mother when she says, hey, you kind of know who you want.
Yeah.
You kind of know the decision. Now you just want confirmation on your decision. And many times than not, you're not going to get that confirmation.
Yeah.
Because it's your decision.
Right.
So
and you have to live with it.
Exactly.
And be comfortable and strong in what you decide.
Now, we going to come back to that scene. I'm going to come back to that scene once we get to the end, once we find out who won. Because I think that scene tells a lot.
Yeah.
Once we get to the end. But continue, Blair.
Yeah. So then we have a date for Charity and Joey. And it looks like they're just rereading one of the poems that when they went to New Orleans and reflecting on their relationship and how they got to where they're at now.
The sky is blue.
Yes. They both feel like very strong in their connections.
I love you.
And Joey has no doubt that he'll propose to Charity. He's like, it's going to be me. So I'm ready.
I mean, that's the point of the show. I hope it is you, Joey.
Yeah. We go back to the studio. We get some previews for the Paradise season. We speak to some potential people about who might date the next Bachelor. There's multiple girls in the studio who might be chosen. One will be chosen out of the girls there.
Yeah.
So moving on to story at hand. I was like, all these cut-ins from the studio. Like, I want to clearly see what happens.
We're only 45 minutes into the show, y'all.
Right. So next we have Dalton and Charity on their date.
Yeah.
And Dalton, he's super happy to see her, cheersing to their potential for their fairy tale ending. And he creates this really cool treasure hunt date in this little box of memories of all of their dates leading up to a gift for her at the end with a locket with his and her childhood pictures in it.
Nice.
Yeah. And Dalton feels good about Charity, and Charity is expressing that her decision feels pretty overwhelming. She brings up Joey, and he's saying, well, this is the first time that she's ever really brought up another guy in one of our dates, so I'm a little bit nervous. But he knows she's a little bit stressed, so he doesn't try to say anything about it. So he just lets her get her issue off.
Oh, but now we are getting closer to proposal day. I think proposal day is next.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
We are here at proposal day. It has been a long time coming. So they both go to meet the guy who gives the rings. I think the guy is the owner of the ring brand. I think it's Neil Lang or something like that. Yeah.
You should know.
Yeah. It was on the box when he opened it.
I'm saying you should know personally.
Oh.
Okay. But
this is my ring's Neil Lang? Oh, okay. Thank you, Neil.
Okay.
You created a lovely ring.
Okay. Thank you.
And so, yep, they both receive the rings. Charity's expressing the decision between both of the guys, just how it's so very hard. And she's talking to Jessie, and Jessie is just trying to give her props and telling her that, look, you're an amazing woman.
You don't know what, Jessie.
Been through this process. He's in awe of her, and there's happiness waiting for her on the other side.
We just spewing lies all over this show.
Right. So
it's
just
crazy.
like, I felt like she needed to hear that. So good job, Jessie.
Yeah.
So first guy we see come out of the truck is Joey.
Joey, I am nervous. 'Cause I'm sticking to my promise. If Joey wins, this will be the end of the Bachelorette for us.
Right, and they're talking. It seems like they're getting along well. Joey's even bending down, getting ready to get on his knee.
The setting is looking amazing.
And she said, oh, wait. I got something to say. And essentially, she says goodbye to Joey.
Wow.
That she found a love that was deeper with someone else, but she still loves Joey. And Charity is really having a hard time getting all her words out. She's like crying, and it looks like he just kind of hugs her. Just like, okay, let's just wrap this up. She's like, I need to get this out.
This scene
pretty much all she says is she'll always love him and is sorry.
This scene made me sick. This scene.
I hate when she gets more emotional than the person she's letting go of. Like, it's just so like, let them have their moment. Like, you're doing a lot.
It's not even have their moment. Why are you crying? You actually chose the guy that you love more. So why are you crying this hard?
And you're getting engaged today.
Maybe, but my whole thing is like, what's wrong with you, Charity? Like, you obviously you didn't want to choose Joey, so why are you crying about it? And I'm talking about boo-hooing, hand in the face. I mean, face in the hand, crying her chest out.
And I think it's because she even said it while she was crying, like, I know this hurts for you. I know this is going to be really hard for you. And he shed a tear or so, but it didn't seem like he was that, messed up, torn up over it.
Nope.
So, but maybe she just felt like she really let him down.
Well, you ain't feel that way about Aaron. You should eliminated him twice.
Yeah.
In a row. Wow.
And Joey asks in his car on the way to the airport. When is love going to come for him?
Joey, stop it. Just go to the airport. Go home, buddy.
So we cut to the studio. Joey's in the studio, and Jesse's interviewing him about the scene of him getting cut.
Yeah.
And he's saying that it's raw. This is the first time he's seen it. But he is eager to meet with Charity today and just gain a little bit of closure.
First time he's seen her since she sent him packing.
Yep. First time they're speaking, too. They haven't spoken since that day.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Then we bring out Charity.
Uh-huh.
And Charity's expressing that, seeing that put her right back into that moment, and that she'll always have so much love and respect for him. And he was a crucial part of her story. And they both still have love for one another. I feel like Joey made that especially clear. We'll always have love for one another. We're not in love, but we'll always have love for one another. And they just end things, put a pretty little bow on it. And that's the end of their story.
And the funny thing about it is, like, it's just so funny that, like, you know, like, you will always be part of my story. Yes, he was a finalist, Charity.
Yeah.
Like, that's part of your story. I was on the Bachelorette, and he was a finalist.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, he doesn't play really a strong part in your story outside of just being on the show. But continue.
Next, we have Dalton coming to meet Charity.
Yeah.
On the beach back in Fiji, and he looks her and feels he feels understood by her.
Okay.
Yeah. And Charity, from their first...
Take your time, baby.
Sorry, all these notes.
Take your time. If you don't know what it said, move on to the next line, please.
Yeah, well, from their first interaction, she saw a man who really loved and respected her.
Okay.
You know. And he feels valued and safe. She wants a forever future with him. And they both love each other so much. Dalton expresses that you really did show me that sometimes a good thing can be just a good thing.
Okay.
And he gets on his knee and proposes.
Oh, she ain't stopping?
Nope. He gets on his ring. No, on his knee. And he's down there for a while, kissing her and stuff like that. And then she finally lets him put the ring on her. And he gets up and she says, Dalton, will you accept this last rose? He says yes. And they are engaged. Yeah, I'm happy with her choice. Are you?
I wanted Aaron to win.
Okay.
But Dalton was my second choice. But listen here, man. I tell you, I ain't no liar. If Joey would have won, I'm telling y'all this right now.
Yeah.
Y'all probably wouldn't even got a finale.
Yeah.
Y'all probably wouldn't even got a finale. We just would have moved on. We just would have moved on to the next show.
Gary.
Oh no. Gary would have been gone.
Oh.
The whole franchise would have been gone.
Oh goodness.
Continue.
So we're in the studio, and who's walking out? Dalton and Charity. This is their first time in public. They're super happy to be in public. I guess, they can't be seen in public while the show before it airs and things like that. So now they're free to gallivant and do whatever.
Yeah.
So Jesse chats with Charity's mom. She's off to the side, sitting next to Dalton's family as well. And she is saying that she is happy that Charity found Dalton, happy that they're together.
Yeah.
She's gotten time to get to know Dalton more, and she's feeling good about her choice.
Nice, Mom.
Yeah. And Dalton is expressing that love isn't enough of a word for him to express what Charity is to him. She's everything to him.
All right, Dalton, you already won, buddy. We got you. We got you. You love her.
Yes. And Jesse has a surprise for them. So apparently Charity was on some interview.
Good Morning America.
Right. And they were asking her about different places that they get to vacation and visit, and if she has a choice in any of the places, and she says, no, not really, but I definitely would like to go to Greece. That's something that's on my bucket list. And Jesse surprises them that they are going to get a vacation pre-honeymoon to Greece.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And
and
and then Dalton reveals another surprise, that Charity is going to be on the next season of Dancing with the Stars.
I wonder who connects Dalton, to do this.
Right. So exciting news, exciting for Charity. Is super happy to, see her do that and see her on Dancing with the Stars.
Now, there's one more major news about the Bachelor franchise. We got the Golden Bachelor, but the new Bachelor season where their normal age, I guess, is coming out, and they're going to reveal a new Bachelor today. I guess they just reviewing or revealing all the news.
Yes.
So who is our new Bachelor for?
Joey.
Oh,
Joey is our new Bachelor, and he is ready to find love, find his person, and we also find out who in the audience is going to be one of the ladies to be on Joey's season.
Yeah.
And it is Leia.
Yeah, Leia. We don't know you.
But we'll get to know her.
Maybe.
Right.
I'm not going to promise y'all.
Right.
That we going to review The Bachelor.
So
because I don't end it.
Oh, go ahead.
Because that's not how it works in the real world. You don't get to lose and then you get your own season of a show. Mm-hmm. So I may not reward you, Joey, because I said if you win, I don't want to review The Bachelor. But then I'm going to review a whole season with you as The Bachelor. I don't know if we going to do that show.
Well, they did that with Charity.
I don't know if I'm going to do that with Joey.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how much clearer I have to be.
Okay.
Now, question.
I respect your stance.
Is ours. Do you think Charity and Dalton is going to stay married?
I think that they will.
No, they're not.
Oh.
Check the numbers. It's not going to be successful.
It's not a lot of people that are, but for some reason, I feel like they could make it.
No, I feel like now it's the first time that I watched this show. A lot of these people just do it just to get on. Now Aaron is going to get a check from ABC. Yep. Braden's going to get a check from ABC.
They're all on the circuit now.
Joey go get a check from ABC. Dalton go get a check from ABC. Charity's already on a new show, Dance with the Stars. We haven't seen her dance one bit, but she's on Dance with the Stars. So that's how ABC do it. Now, once you get in that circuit, I guess the benefit is once you in there, they'll find a job for you to do in there.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're gonna make it. I don't even think they're gonna make it to the altar.
Yeah, they said that they're not looking to get married really anytime soon, but sooner rather than later. They don't have a date. Honestly, they do need to get to know each other more. And the show does put the pressure for you to go ahead and get engaged. But if you're getting engaged, you might as well just get married, to me. But in the real world, it does make sense for them to get to know each other first. So
I mean, they already said everything that they would say if you know somebody. Oh, I love her character. I love her and things like that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get married. I don't think they're going to make it. I think it's just all a ABC family thing. Just keep everything within the show. They're going to move you to another show. Next thing you know, try to go be in Paradise. We go see.
We'll see.
Maybe not Paradise, but guess what? One of them go be somewhere. Joey, I guess you won by making it this far. You got a second place prize. Congrats to everybody who was in the show. Congrats to Dalton and Charity, even though I don't believe y'all going to make it. Anything else you want to share?
Well, Leia got a surprise card.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm not even. She has to wait until she gets to the mansion to open the card and to find out what it is that they say is going to change the Bachelor game forever. So
y'all let us know what that is, because I don't think I'm going to know what it is, okay? Please.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I enjoyed the season. It was a ride.
Yeah, I give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a ride. It was my first time seeing a full Bachelorette season. And it was an experience that, if y'all want us to review it again, we'll talk about it. It's been an interesting conversation. It's been cool getting to hear some of the Bachelor Nation chiming in and joining this community that we're growing. Shout out to everybody who said a comment. I don't have the names in front of me. The only name that pop up to me is Shanice. Judith, the one. Judith, shout out to you. Raise, I think there's a name on there named Raise that was commenting a lot as well every episode. Sorry for making everybody wait, but we just got back and we knew that we had to record a finale to at least not leave our viewers hanging on this last episode with our opinions. Right. So thank you for the ride. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't be selfish. Share the show. And we will be back. Bye. Bye.